Experts around the world are still working to figure out everything they can about COVID-19 and how it spreads. And while masks and social distancing, as well as other precautions, can minimize your risk of infection, eliminating that risk entirely may actually be out of your control.
NewsNation reporter Steve Spreza breaks down why doctors believe a person's individual DNA sequencing could play a role in how severe coronavirus symptoms could be.
It's April 2020. COVID-19 is raging and the medical community is struggling to make sense of it.
I'm seeing young patients, old patients, people of all age ranges who are just incredibly sick.
The coronavirus seems indiscriminate. Some people get extremely ill, others have minor symptoms. It turns out your DNA holds the answer.
Does genetics play a role into how sick you or I would get from COVID?
It certainly does.
Dr. Martin Ferris studies genetics, vaccines, and immunology at UNC School of Medicine. He says your DNA can make the difference between susceptibility and long-term immunity of infectious diseases.
The challenge has been in identifying the specific genes that are driving those differences.
As the pandemic flourished, medical and research communities worldwide combined efforts to fight the virus. They created the COVID-19 Genetics Initiative. It's a data pooling effort where research and developments are shared in real time.
Have we seen any kind of successes?
There have been a number of studies that have come out that have pointed to specific genetic variants that are associated with more severe COVID disease.
The research is shedding light on the interaction between the virus and the immune system, helping to create new ways to treat COVID-19.
What's exciting about those is that several of those are pointing to candidates that can be modified by common drug treatments that have been developed for other diseases.
Some of that DNA research has resulted in things you can use right now. The DNA testing company 23andMe has an online tool which tries to predict how severe or mild your COVID-19 symptoms will be. They call it a severity calculator.
You can put in, your age and your comorbid conditions and your body mass index and how frequently you exercise, and it will tell you the percent of people in our study that were hospitalized.
Now, the calculator doesn't represent the general U.S. population, and the company admits there are also biases in the data which could affect the model because it doesn't include information for people who died from COVID-19.
The tool that you have, I guess, is only as good as the sample that you have, right?
That's right.
Among its findings,
people who exercise tend to have a lower risk of COVID-19 hospitalization.
The calculator grew out of a database of over 1 million people who submitted their DNA to the company. From those people, it conducted a survey to see if any were affected by the coronavirus. Meanwhile, other genetic research being done by 23andMe has helped advance medical knowledge exponentially. I'm Steve Spreza for NewsNation.